This is real. People say you're a hero to your nation. To be a hero in Ireland is a crazy kind of achievement. The sky is the limit. It's ours now. This is going to explode. Dublin's home. Dublin will always be my home and my kids' homes. It'll always be. The legacy will start in Dublin and it will always be in Dublin. There'll be a representative from my clan in Dublin all the time. This place here, look, this would have been rough when I was small. My uncle lives over here and he kind of looked after me as a kid. He would have kind of showed me how to fight and things like that. So this is my road here, this is where I grew up, so this is Drumcarry. The group of kids that I grew up with would have been probably about 3 or 4 years older than me, so I was always the whooping dog, if you must, you know. That feeling of when someone's walking towards you and you know that altercation's gonna happen. Your heart starts beating and you know that a fight is gonna happen and things like that. That's something you get used to very, 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 very early. Anytime I'm not doing anything else, I'm drinking tea, you know? This is an Irish thing. You gotta put the water in first, and you gotta put the bag in, and you take the bag out, and you put the milk in. See, it's so easy to mess up, isn't it? You miss one of them, you could lose an arm.
Paddy's a huge personality, you know. When you meet Paddy and talk with him, you leave his company in better humour than when you met him.
Hey Paddy, how's it going?
I can hear him from when he walks in the front door. You just hear laughter, and it's impossible to be in his company and not feel energized. And you know, those days you're coming into training where maybe you're a bit sore and beat up, and hang out with Paddy for 5 minutes and it's like watching a Rocky highlight video. You're ready to go again.
I've been doing kind of training in sports for a long, long time. Football teams and boxing and Gaelic football, hurling. And it's always been about you have to push until there's nothing left. Blood is weakness leaving your body and things like that. When I found out that that's actually not true, it was like the Matrix or something like that. It was like, oh, bigger is no longer better, and it doesn't mean just because someone's taller than you that they can beat you up. So I think that kind of helps me then make the size of my opponent smaller, and I'm bigger, and I'm really, really technical as well. I think I'm a nightmare for anybody.
All right, one combination each. Pitch and catch, let's go. Jab, cross, hook. Slip, slip, roll. Paddy's training camps are always very interesting because he's always coming up with new moves and new sequences that he dreams. That's the most surprising part. He comes in, he goes, I had this amazing dream last night about a sweep, and sure enough, it works. So I'm always curious to see what Paddy's going to come up with in the lead up to a fight.
I come here every day training to beat every single person in that division, and it just happens that Louis Smolka is my next opponent. I can't help but think that he has to drag his ass all the way from Hawaii to chilly old Ireland. Maybe he'll come here and none of it will affect him, but I don't think if he walks into that stadium and he thinks it's just, oh, that's something you just have to deal with. I've been there, man. It's different.
I've been watching Smolka for a while now. He reminds me of Paddy in a way, in that he seems to enjoy the fight. There's a bit more rawness to the two of them. And Paddy is not going to give an inch. It's on home ground, so it's an interesting contest.
I can only challenge myself in here every day with the kind of style that he's going to bring. And this is what the game is all about. It's about it evolving, and it's about getting better and getting more sneaky and new moves and new tricks. And it's an arms race. That's what it is. It's whoever gets the best moves quicker.
For Paddy to make a statement in this fight in his hometown, let's put this guy away, finish him, put a string of wins together and challenge for that belt.
The further I go away from Ireland, it feels like the weaker I get, and I have no problem admitting that. When I travel away from Ireland, it's like the water is different, the food is different. When I'm in Ireland, I never get sick. And you know what's cool? At the top you can see the Aviva, the 3 Arena, and Crow Park. All the arenas that you could fight in, like. Especially when last year when it was the O2. You can see the O2 from standing on the top of it, so it's so small, it's not that big of a problem then. When you're looking at it and the whole arena is like, you can cover it with your thumb. I was probably only training about a year when he came along. And then when he came along, I knew I had to do something. I was still in school when his mom was pregnant, and I was kind of like, I need to move fast on something, you know what I mean? I need to do it. And then when I met John, I knew straight away, if I stick with this guy and I stick by this person, he knew he could take me places. And I remember saying to myself, someday we can sit there and this can be everything you dream of, Paddy. This can be your job, this can be your life.
The view from up here.
The night before we went to Boston, I came up here at night time, and it's just lights there. And I remember thinking to myself, this time last year nobody knew me, and now probably every single light under there knows my name now. And to me, I'm still the same man, you know what I mean? And when I grew up, we grew up in a it would have been poverty, I would have called it, you know what I mean? And we came through that, and I don't just spend the money now because it's there. Like I appreciate having that money there, and I'm very grateful for being able to earn that with just your hands, you know what I mean? You don't have to go and buy a big toolkit and all that. You just your hands, what your mother gave you, and you went out there and just dreamed and believed. And not only that, the fuel that we're giving to other people now, other kids and other people growing up now. And I knew this is going to explode. This is going to be huge.
Today we're going to be doing Shark Tanks. This session for me is one of my favorites.